Hey folks, Corey here with Bug Wild Bees. Going through hives again today. I want to show you this one because this is a good example of how you know when your hive is queenless. I noticed this activity in this hive was low. There was pollen coming in, but very little. And I started going through it, and they've got like 10 pounds of honey there yet. And all this is almost all honey and a little bit of pollen. There's no brood and only drone caps. And I'm going to show you why I know there's queenless. For one, there's no brood. But for two, is you can see where they've been trying to make queens with the drones, and I'll show you that real quick. So what I'm going to do is take some brood off one of my stronger hives and let them draw out a queen. So they must have lost their queen probably the last couple weeks, because they've got a couple in here that, like I said, that they're trying to make queens out of, but I'm pretty sure that they're drones. Alright. Now I looked in here, there's no queen, no babies, there's a little bit of drone cone right here, okay? Now I'm going to show you this, now how I know it's a drone. Look at that. See that? That would be a queen cell, but that's a drone drawn out queen cell. I can tell you that right now. That's not the way they're supposed to look. So what we'll do is I'm going to go grab some brood and put it right in the center of this down here. They have plenty of everything else, but I need to get a single frame of brood. And I need to put it right in here. So I need to go grab some babies off one of my stronger hives, and I'll let them draw out some new queens. And we'll stick it right in here. Alright, and I marked that frame so I know where that's at, so I can keep checking on it. Now, I'm thinking we could jump. I'd like to go steal it from my Buck Wild Bees, because I want to go through these. I know they're strong. I mean, look at them. I want to check the less ornery one out of these, maybe, and put over here. Yeah, I think we'll do that. We got some queens raised in here I did yesterday. I put some off that hive. I made a split, and so I got queens that will be raising in there shortly. So, but I need to get babies in here, and I need more babies. I don't have anything to replace. So, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Which one's gonna be more gentle, yo? Start popping lids and find out, I guess, huh? All my bees seem to have plenty of honey. Coming in, girls. No one's jumping out at me yet, so that's a good sign. Yeah, these bees are completely full. They're going to need split. They're all the way up at the very top. Alright, good. Well, we got a contender. Alright, let's put this down here. We'll have to clean the propolis off that. This looks to be honey, so we'll go down next box. I'm going to have to go through all this anyway. Oh my goodness. Well, these girls got honey, so if I need to steal honey off anybody, I got a couple hives for that now. And this looks like fucking honey. Look how many bees are in here. Come on, girls, get out of the way. This is when I should have brought my smoker out so I can get them off the top of the frame so I can get this cleaned up. They're being friendly until I just grab a bee. And then you grab it, you get stung. But I don't want to make queens off my ornery hive, so I'm going to try to get them out of here because they seem to be pretty friendly. But I got to go all the way down, and I got to get to this brood. So we're going to go down one more. I couldn't get lucky and get it right here, but And I'm going to tell you right now that I'm going to have to stick another deep on this hive. Oh man. Oh boy. Any queen cells up there? Yep, there's queen cells. Alright, that is 1, 2, 3, 4th frame in. There's a queen cup. And it's drawn out. So they're wanting to swarm. So we're going to have to deal with that today too. Deal with all this today. Goodness gracious. Alright folks, I'm going to have to get some smoke. This is the only way we're going to be able to get through this whole entire hive. I gotta go grab some burlap here. Bear with me. Be right back. We'll say hey to the puppies while we're at it. Hey Rhodey. Hey buddy. That's Rhodey. He's a goof. Alright, let's grab some burlap here. Crazy day, guys. Crazy day. Grab some burlap. Okay. Should grab some pine, I guess. That's right. Let's do this. Hey, Brody. This is what's good when you have two people out here working on a couple things at the same time. Okay, let's get this baby going. This is always the exciting part, getting this thing started. And this is all I'm using this for, is to get them off the frame so I can clean them, to run them down. If I can get my smoker going, bear with me here folks. I'll let this burn here a second. I just need a little bit of smoke. I know girls, you ain't gonna like that, but I gotta get you off the stuff so I can clean your hive. You girls are so big. You're so long. I got so many bees in here. Oh my goodness. We know who's been getting all the honey, huh? Alright, now we can work with you and not squish any girls. Now to keep them off the frames for a little bit until I gotta do it again. Glad you girls are being friendly. Okay, get a little bit more smoke on them. They're trying to come back up. They're trying to clean up as well. Come on, girls. I know you're trying to get them up cleaned up, but give me 5 seconds and I'll get it all out of your way. I'm just trying not to squish any of you. I don't want to pee you off. That's all drone. That's good fish bait. Probably one of the best fish baits, larva. Should have brought my bucket out. Always forget something. Something to put my cone in. Alright. Now we can start moving in here. I guarantee they're... I don't know when the last time I got in here was last year, but they look like they are... Well, I don't know. Looks like this side over here isn't really messed with as much. It might be honey. That's the thing, is they're moving up. She should have plenty of space, but it looks like they're still wanting to swarm. So we're going to take some of these bees and some of these babies off this hive, and with that queen cell maybe, and stick it over there in that hive that needs it. Okay, that one looks a little cross-coned, so we'll start on this side. And you girls are going to need a screen bottom board, I can tell you that right now. So we'll stick one of those on there. I got those I brought out. Getting the first ones out always is fun. Okay, this is a pollen frame. All pollen. Okay, we'll mark that one. Yeah, I have a sticker method on how I mark things. Pollen is purple. Okay, purple. Purple pollen. Alright. We will stick you girls right here. I don't think the queen's on here, so I ain't got to worry about that. Okay, we'll stick her right in here so they are nice and out of the sun. Okay. Hopefully that frame don't fall. I might have to. I don't like to set them on the ground. I need to get my frame holder out here, but I'm gonna have to, so I don't want it to fall. All right, let's find some brood. Maybe even some queen cells, and maybe the queen. We can all move her. Look at this. That's all drone. We got to get rid of this frame. So, I have an idea. We're going to do a split, I think. This hive shouldn't have anything in it, and it has cone I can replace with this one, but I'm going to get rid of this drone cone. You never want to have a whole frame of drone unless you're raising queens. This is insane. I don't think she's on here. If she is, she's coming over. I really don't matter if she's here or there. Okay, this is going to go to the very outside. I'll put that there for now. I'm doing 3 things at once here. I'm trying to get them taken care of. I'm trying to get this one split. That's what happens when you have 30 hives in one person right now. I'm just glad they're being friendly today. This wouldn't be a good day right now if they wouldn't be ornery. Ah, come on, get off of there. This is stuck on there. Yeah, there we go. There's some babies. That's what we're looking for. Now, is there eggs in here? That's another thing. See if we can find the queen, because if I can, I'll move her. I'll move her before I make a split off of her. Oh, look at all the waggle dances. Now, I would imagine she'd stand out considering the fact that this whole frame is filled. means she ain't missing a cell. All those cells that are empty are ones that came out and she's already got eggs back in them. Is there eggs all the way down? Yes, okay. This would be a good frame to stick in there. I'm just making sure she's not in there. It would be a good frame to stick in the one that needs babies to draw out cells. But I'm going to try to see if there's already queen cells in here, unlike that one that's on that frame over there. If there is, so we'll leave this one for now. I'm going to try to find one. I don't think, if there is, it'd save me a week of stuff. So hopefully we can find a queen cell in here, and these girls are already basically did what we needed them to do later on. Because I'm going to have to draw queen cells out anyway, so if they've already got some already ready to go, then we will be in business. Oh, I found her. That was fast. I figured it would be. And she's getting fed right now. Now, you count how many bees are around her, and that's how many bees she has. They always follow her. All the ones that are facing her, she has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. She's got a dozen bees that constantly mend to her. And they're always facing her, feeding her, cleaning her. She's got a dozen. Look how big she is. Now, she don't look like she's shrinking or anything, which would indicate that she's getting ready to fly off in a swarm. So we'll make sure that we stay on this frame, because I don't want her to jump over to a frame that I transfer over. Alright, so we'll keep an eye on this one. Okay, she's still here. So let me set her here for just a second and take that frame I just had, and we're going to take it over here because we know she's not on this one. And we'll give these girls something to deal with. Now, actually, you know what? I probably should shake these off. I don't want them to fight. So we'll shake them off into this one that I'm about to do a split on, because I'm going to guarantee I'm going to do a split on this hive. Now let them run in that box. And that way that frame is clean. Okay, that way they don't have any arguments. Alright, now we should be able to stick this right in here. With no problems, hopefully. Okay, and now that will give all those girls a way to draw out some... You know what? I just realized something. I better do it right now. I found a technique that I've been trying to do when it comes to doing this on a frame, trying to raise queens. Go into your sun and try to find your eggs and so on that are closer to the bottom. Remember, it's 3 days old brood, and you want to find one, and you want to take the bottom off of it. Okay? And the reason you're doing this is so they draw queen cells off of it. They have to... Okay, so you're just basically damaging the cone a little bit. Just below the egg. Okay, let's try to find some here. Alright, they're just enough to crimp them a little bit. They'll make queen cells out of those, more or less, because they have to have room to draw them out. So let's hope that helps. Any little helping when they're creating a new hive, you know. Alright, that'll give them girls everything they need. Okay, we'll put them in their honey back. Alright. This girls will be taken care of. And now we just have to keep an eye on them for a queen. I'll come checking every day until I start seeing queen cells. Because if I don't start seeing queen cells, then they don't got the right age of brood. It has to be less than 3 days old. Oh, you know what? I forgot to stick a frame. This old frame of honey. We're going to give it to these guys, I think. Let's take one more out here. Actually, I'm trying to think where I want to stick that frame. I know there's bees that need honey. So I'm going to set this to the side because these bees don't need it. I know there's other ones that do, like that one and that one. So we'll leave this over here. I'm trying to think I'd stick it out of the sun without things getting to it. There we go. If you stick it in the sun, it'll melt. Alright. So, let's make a split now. Let's get all these girls in here. Get them organized. We'll get a split made. Okay. I want to set this cone out on the side. I just said that. It will literally fall off the frame. Alright, so we got drones. That will be backfilled, okay, with honey. So now we're going to need brood, honey, and pollen. And I got to find her again, make sure she's still on here. Oh yeah, she's still on this frame. Okay. And the only reason I'm checking is because I don't want to end up moving her unless I want to know where she's at. You know what I mean? If she's doing this good, I want to make sure she stays where I know she's at. Somewhere I know she's at, because that way I can keep track of her. I try to keep track of my good queens because I want to try to, you know, raise babies off of them and promote good genes. So I'll try to raise queens off her this year like I would my other bee yard, which is managed just like that. And we'll have to go out there yet too, which is a whole nother adventure. Alright, this one looks like it's got enough to draw some stuff. Let's see what's on the other side. Oh yeah. Alright, so this would be a good brood frame. This is their brood, okay, for to raise a new queen. And to have babies until the queen's here. Okay, get those two frames together, that drone cone and that. That way they have drones to backfill up with honey. Because once those drones are out, they won't raise any more drones and they'll just fill that up with honey. And it'll become a honey frame. Because once they're raising new queens, there's no need to have drones. So they'll backfill all those that frame over there with honey. All right. Okay. And this one's got a little bit of drone. I'm trying to make sure there's no queen cells already. This one's got pollen on it. So this would be a good pollen frame for the babies, to feed the babies. So yeah, there's queen cups on this one too. So we'll go ahead and check this over. So this already has queen cups on it, so might as well use it. Alright, let's take some frames out here. Some girls are staying in this box, which is good because they're going to get locked up for a couple hours so they don't go back to the old hive. They reorientate. See, this was a dead hive. I lost this hive. It got wet, so I had to remake the roof for it, and I think it's been good so far. So we'll let them reuse this hive that has had very many successful hives go through it. Okay. Stick her right up in here. This frame of pollen. Alright. Now this, honestly, would be probably enough for them to raise a new queen. And I'm going to stick one of those boxes on top of this. So they'll have a whole box of honey to work with. Alright. Now, with the hive that I just opened, we're going to take all the old cone out of that box, and we're going to checkerboard the living crap out of her. Checkerboarding is basically where you take a frame of nothing, like this, and then you put two frames that have stuff on them, like this one. And get the girls off of it here. Okay? And you put them together, and then you put another empty frame here. And this will encourage her to, pollen frame. Stick that right here, right next to the baby she's already got. Stick it all the way to the outside, actually. There we go. Okay, then we're going to get some more of this cone, this good looking cone. Get the girls off of it here. More good looking cone for her to use. Now this will literally encourage the queen to not swarm right away, because she's going to be like, whoa, where did all this space come from? So this might slow her down a little bit on the whole swarming. She still might. I mean, they're pretty strong. So, alright. Okay. Now, let me mark those frames. I'm a little kind of scatterbrained, I know. Okay. Alright, this one's got babies on it. Come on, girls, let me get on here real quick. Okay. I'm sure this one's going to have babies on it. I think a lot of these have honey too. This one down here, this hive is just loaded with honey. Just trying to make sure where all the babies are at. Okay. Starting to work this one too. See, she's got a lot of room to work yet, so that's good. Gonna have all this space to fill and all this new cone. Now I think this one here is a drone cone, another whole frame of drone. And if it is, like, there's no drone on it, but I think it's drone cells. If it is, we got to get rid of it. I don't want it down here in the bottom. I don't want all drones down here. And they've got cross-coned anyway, so we're going to have to deal with this right now. Yep, that whole frame needed to be changed. See how big the cells are? That's all drone. We don't want that in here. We're going to get rid of it. Do not want that in here. That frame is trash anyway. It's been in there a little too long. Okay, we got cross cone. Figure that right now. It's a good time to do it, so we're going to do it. Get them all situated. Get some more of this cone out of here that they ain't going to use. Oh, hive tool's flying away on me. Stuff I don't want. I'm trying to organize here. I'm trying to make it so these bees build straight. I'm trying to put straight cone on cone that ain't so straight. That way they reorganize. I don't want cross cone. My God, it makes for a nightmare. If you watched my last video, you will understand. Yeah, all these frames need to be replaced. Problem is, this one's got honey on it. It's not like it's going to be a big deal. It just means I'll get honey to eat. Sorry, girls. I know I'm trying to fix your hive. You got it all crooked. Got it all crooked. I'm glad you're being friendly, though. We like those kind of bees. They say keep squishing us. We ain't gonna be friendly. I mean, they're bouncy. They like to bounce off me. which is fine. I got a couple bees that like to do that. They just like they're stingless or something. They just hit you and they don't do anything. It's like a warning, like, hey, I'm going a little far. Alright, see all this weird comb? We gotta get rid of that. Man, I gotta deal.